said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys. Do that in this one. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cougars offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Washington wants to go quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, after throwing that incompletion down here on the 1-yard line, if you're on the offense, let's get back to running the football. Let's see if we can be the more physical side, get some push up front, and run this thing in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now facing a 3rd and long. And down he goes back at the 3. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback adapting. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Huskies! A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Running into the open space. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion. Trying
play action. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The run to the left. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And runs through another one. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires to the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cougar!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
It's complete on the right side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. Looking to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Washington right back to the line.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And they can't make the play on third down. 1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He's got it. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough... Going over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Here's the handoff. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Flushed out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Johnston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, BYU!
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4-6. Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Zings it complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's second and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. It's complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, they're after him. Got a man. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense will quickly use a timeout. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Complete. Made a defender miss. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on top.
Makes the grab down the left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Washington wants to go quickly.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dive.
And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
There he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Cougars. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Oh, look out on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Cougar! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Sam Houston.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout.
Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Unleashes it on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
He'll bring it out. It's Daly. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To the air on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Huskies will hustle to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Running to the left. Got room to work. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense got him at the 27.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
To the air on second down. Looking for a big gain. He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man on the right. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And this offense, undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on fourth down, will stay out there to try it again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quickly complete. He didn't make it. They'll have to give him the football, and hope is still alive. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Find some fresh air. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets that program back significantly. They're trailing by 14 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll run the option. Finding open areas. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show